Hey, you remember we were talking about the Love Connection a couple of episodes back? I actually found a Love Connection video that I'd like to play for you.
Okay.
Now, Love Connection, it doesn't move at the fast pace we're all used to. There's kind of some back and forth that goes on here that may not be relevant, but I'm sure you and I can have fun with it. This is the horniest man. I've watched so many Love Connection episodes recently. I mean, and by recently, I mean the last 6 months. This is the horniest man I have ever heard on Love Connection.
Okay.
He really gets into it.
Okay.
And he wants to have kids as soon as possible. And he says that his appearance really changed after high school. Please welcome Matt Williams.
All right, Matt. Yeah, go, buddy.
His appearance really changed after high school.
Yeah.
What?
He got hair in his chest.
Well, how did things change after high
Well,
school,
that's
Matt?
what I was wondering.
Grew.
Oh, you were short?
Yeah, I was 5'2". Wait.
I finally grew a dick. That's it, Chuck. You know how it goes, us boys.
95 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
All through high school?
All through high school.
And then you had a...
Chuck acts like he cares. Really?
Yeah,
all through high
really?
school? Really? Really? I've been drinking all afternoon. Really? What?
The growing spurt when? In your first year of college, or?
No, I'm in the military until I got about 22. I just grew within 4 years. I'm 6'1" now.
Took a bunch
nice.
of
That's
steroids.
amazing.
Wow. Yeah, they took a bunch of steroids. Good Lord. From the time you were 18 to 22, you grew 7 inches? That's insane. What did the doctors do to you? You had some special military program
Yeah.
for
It was
Predator?
an experimental program.
He's in the RoboCop
Trying to
program.
grow,
Yeah.
yes, people.
They cut my legs in half and they put somebody else's legs in. I've got a tan line where I got legs donated to me. I've got a woman's legs from the hips down.
Some say they're shapely.
They're silky smooth. My mom always used to be like, you have a woman's legs. That's what she used to say. She used to say, you have such pretty legs. You really do, Brian. They're like a woman's legs. And I mean but a man, but like a woman's.
A man-woman.
I was always so self-conscious. Meanwhile, I had hair on them in 3rd grade. Like an entire bushel full. And I was like, what does she mean by that?
Yeah. So I know what it was like being short.
Yeah. And you didn't like that?
No way. No. I'm just glad.
No, sorry, Bob. Didn't like being short one bit. That's why I got a woman's legs. That's why I went through that painful procedure. Took about 6 years of recovery and rehab.
I had to finally grow.
What's this rush to have...
Well, I'd want to go left and the legs right. The woman's legs would want to go
Took
right.
a while to get used to it.
Every time I walk in the mall, I got to stop at Victoria's Secret. Not because I want to, because the legs just stop. I don't know what's going on. It's like they smell retail.
You said you want to have children immediately.
Well, no.
Right now with you, Chuck. With these women's legs, I'm ready. I'm pretty sure I have a working vagina under that penis.
Right now, Chuck.
Let's get this Love Connection couch rocking, Chuck. Just pull up my scrundle sack and get to town.
The audience will tell us how we're doing.
That's right. Along with the legs, I had a uterus implanted. Yeah.
Just in case.
Let's have the audience name the child.
Oh my God.
Between the woman's legs and my uterus, I know we can get this done, Chuck. It'll be the
Right
best
away.
episode of Love Connection anyone's ever seen.
Right away.
Right away.
Not immediately. I mean, real.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow. I'm okay. Welcome back for a second taping. They always do.
Soon. I mean, my tomcatting days are over. It's time to go out and meet a lady and start having
down.
a family here. Yeah. I'm the last one to hit the family, so.
You also said you buy something for women better than flowers. What is that?
Garter belts and lingerie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The legs just stop at Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, that's right. The legs just stop at Victoria's Secret. I say, well, when in Rome, I buy some garter belts for
Might
them.
as
I buy
well.
some garter belts for me.
It's a win-win.
We're all good. Scandalous.
You have to know someone.
Oh, yeah.
For a
I just
while, you don't
do it
just do it on a first date,
I'm sure a
right.
lady.
No, second date.
Instead of flowers, here's your lingerie.
I bought a bunch of these crotchless panties. I bought you
beautiful
these
as a rose.
edible nipple tassels. I'm so glad my aunt hooked us up on this blind date. Here's
Here's some crotchless
Here's
babies.
some vanilla flavored thongs. You want to try them on? I'll take a lick. I'm hungry. Haven't eaten since San Francisco. It's a long way up to Modesto. I hope you don't mind. I started chewing on your panties on the way. I hope you don't mind. I took a couple bites out of the crotchless panties on the way up. I'm so hungry. My blood sugar was dropping quick, and my legs were getting twitchy.
Gonna scope me out on that.
Presumptuous, yeah. We're going to take a look at the women that Matt had to choose from. Remember, you're going to pick the woman that you think's best for him. First, there's Susan. Susan describes herself as liberated with brains. She dates about twice a week. She has a thing for men with big feet. And she told us about a recent date.
I don't smoke, and I don't really care and don't really date guys that smoke. And he knew that from the friend that set us up, and he said that he didn't smoke. And then I went to his apartment, and there on his nightstand in his bedroom was an ashtray filled with cigarette butts. And that was it.
Those aren't mine.
Yeah. I don't know where those came from. What? I think my female legs are smoking again. While I'm sleeping. They have a mind of their own. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm eating chocolate chip morsels by the handfuls. I don't know what's going on. Ever since this leg operation, things have gone south. I gotta be real honest with you.
Okay. Next, there's Mercedes. She was born.
Clapping?
Two people are clapping because everyone smoked in 1982. Like, that's
Good for you, girl.
yeah, good. You go, girl. You go.
Don't be a
Yeah.
smoker.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Born in Indianapolis, raised in Seattle. She thinks that she's more beautiful on the inside than on the outside.
Well, that's
Well.
an assessment. I'm sure.
She was married for 7 years. She's been divorced for 5 years. But she's still wearing her wedding ring, and here's why.
I'm hoping he'll come back. I like to play
Just
pretend.
in case.
I had a full-size
Seems
cardboard
like just
cutout.
yesterday I was
seems like
divorced,
just
but
yesterday.
it's been 5 years.
That's right. I have a full-size cardboard cutout sitting next to me in the bed.
Smoking.
We like to watch movies together smoking. I've burned 2 of them down. First of all, smoking in the bed is horribly dangerous.
Oh, my God.
I never did that.
Oh.
Sometimes I need it. It rescues me. I can just say, when a guy asks me, comes up and he's the type of guy that I really am not interested in, or I really don't like his disposition or his attitude. I just say, I'm sorry, I'm engaged, and I'm happy. That takes care of the problem usually.
This is actually my ex-husband's ring. I think that might scare him off more.
This is my ex-husband. I pay him to follow me around and crush my dates.
Finally, Lana, she was born and raised in Nashville. She thinks that she resembles Olivia Newton-John. Her interests include sporting events, the theater, and movie trivia. And here's Lana on the
Sounds
subject
good.
of marriage.
I like disco. I like Lana.
I always told my mom, I'm never marrying until I'm 25. I wait till I'm at least 25. And she's, now she's like, honey, you're way past 25. Please do something. It's like, well, I figure when it happens, it'll happen. One day I'll meet someone and it'll be right.
One day I'll be on the
yeah.
dating game.
One day I'll be mistakenly pregnant and I'll get married right after that. Hell, it just happened on Love Connection.
All right. Does he choose?
The 3 women Matt had to choose from.
Chooses. I
Time
don't
for you
know.
to match him
Actually, I
up.
don't know.
Who are you going to pick for him?
So everybody in the audience is now using the audience-o-meter, which is
Yeah,
a
the
button in front of them.
keypad
1, 2,
thingy.
3. Yeah.
I chose Susan.
All right, haven't seen
Oh,
each
that's
other
the first
since their
one,
date. We always hear
I
both
think.
sides. Say hello to Susan.
Non-smoker.
The non-smoker, that's right. Here comes Susan.
Yourself at home back there, okay?
Pretty girl.
She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, I called Susan up. We spoke on the phone for about an hour, and we decided to meet at a restaurant in Newport Beach on the waterfront and have dinner.
Okay.
And I arrived 10 minutes early before it. She arrived 5 minutes early before that. And she walked in. I thought, oh, man, she's got an awesome set of legs on her.
Oh, man, those nipple tassels are going to fit those tits perfectly. She's got an awesome set of legs on her. Our legs knew right away. We were
match.
good. She's got an awesome set of legs on her. I can fit in those pantyhose. We'll be swapping pantyhose and leggings in no time. Hey, what do you think about Lou Row?
I got a great opportunity for
I got a great opportunity for you. What if you went on a first date and it was like an MLM meeting? I will tell you.
I spotted you from across the way, and I just knew you'd be a perfect fit.
Do you remember the young lady that I dated in Tennessee? There was a girl. She was a little bit younger than I was. You were upset because you thought she was too much younger than I was. I mean, she was legal, clearly, but she was... You thought, remember, we got in a little bit of a tiff, right?
Yes.
So we dated.
I tried to look out for you, Bryan.
Did, okay. And listen, nothing bad happened in that relationship. It just ran its course. It went on for like 3 weeks and then, onward and upward.
Hazel.
But a year later, she called me and texted me. I don't know if you remember this. I think I told you the story. And she was like, I'm coming in town to Atlanta and I'd love to meet with you. And I was like, oh, I guess you want to rekindle this flame.
That's right.
And she lived out of state. It was mainly the reason why it didn't work out is because we didn't want,
That's hard.
I got sick of traveling, right? So a couple of hours before we meet, she says, hey, I hope you don't mind my sister's coming with me and her business partner. And I was like, what? I go, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Why? Because we have a business opportunity we really want to talk to you about.
Download this PDF.
Yeah, it ended up being an MLM scam. Now, I think it was her sister more than it was her. But she just literally.
Who do you know?
Yeah, she wanted me to.
There's this guy I dated a year ago that lives in Atlanta.
There's this guy. He was dumb enough to drive up here every Saturday night. Give me what I wanted, and he left. I kicked him out on Sunday. Told him I had to go to college.
I'll tell you what. She had told me she had long legs, and boy, she hit that one right on the nail right there.
Yeah. What'd you think of him when you saw him, Susan?
He looked pretty good himself. I was very pleased with the way he looked.
His legs look great too, Chuck. It was a match made in leggy heaven.
Good.
After my eyes adjusted to the light, I could finally see him. It was very dark walking in there from the sunlight, but he looked really good.
Good.
Okay. I like to take my dates to very dark places. I don't want them to notice my women's legs right off the bat, Chuck. Please. Or the fact that I have lingerie waiting for them at the table.
Okay, so you're both happy with each other's looks. Now what happened?
We sat in the cocktail lounge till our table was ready and had a glass of wine. And I was just looking at her legs, just going, man, I'd sure like to rub those legs. They were just
Jesus.
right there, right in front of you.
You're both tweaking the carburetors and moving along. So now what?
Tweaking the carburetors. The fuck, Chuck. The fuck, Chuck. I'd love to put my hands on those legs, someone else's legs besides my own for a change.
We were going to go out dancing. I said, we were getting along so well. I said, well, why don't you just go get a bottle of wine and go down to the beach for a while and go from there. So we went down to my house a little across the street from the beach and popped open a bottle of wine. And
so go to the beach didn't necessarily get a blanket and go to the beach. You meant to go to
we
your
went
house.
by to the house to get the blanket to go down to the beach with some glasses, too. I didn't buy the glasses in the store either, but walked in there. I said, I got to have a kiss. So we kissed. Went real well. It was real nice. She kissed us real well.
Yeah. Now, is this one kiss here, Susan, or what's going on?
No, not quite. It went on for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And
Jesus, they're kissing. They're making out for 10 or 15 minutes. Now, let me remind you kids at home. They have met at his house. Mm-hmm. Now they they met at a bar. Then within an hour...
They were supposed to go dancing.
They're supposed to go dancing to another safe public location. But
right,
within an hour, they're back at his house so that they get a beach blanket and some glasses and go down to the beach. Now, I'm not, listen, I say this probably happens now here and all that. You just, I think people would be a little bit more cautious. Anybody ever watched a Netflix special?
Right.
Everyone ever watch I Love You or whatever?
Listen to a true crime documentary podcast.
So you're actually making out there in the living room.
Definitely.
We are going to town, Chuck. It's a little strange because he had roommates, but I figured, while we're here. A little strange because his mom and dad were home watching TV.
In the living room.
In the living room. We were on the floor. You know how it goes. He said, I don't worry about it.
They're used to it.
Yeah, they're watching Jeopardy.
They're
they won't notice
encouraging me to have children right away.
Right away. Hurry up, Mark. Get her pregnant.
Put your hand.
Go on. Yeah.
Put your hand over there.
What, you need mommy to give you a spanking? Help you along? Like when you were a little teenager? I caught you whacking in the bathroom? I used to spank you on the butt with that soup ladle and it just moved you right along.
I got ready for the beach by just taking my high heels and stockings out and putting some low sandals on. And then that's when he told me he wanted to lick my legs.
Oh my God. What?
Jesus Christ, Mark.
Lick my leg.
Jesus.
Can you imagine, excuse me.
In front of his parents?
In front of his... in front of Mom and Dad? It was actually Dad that made the suggestion. Why don't you go to lick her legs, Mark? Nothing says I love you like a lick on the legs.
A first date lick on the legs.
Yeah, that'll make you comfortable.
Oh, she smiled. It didn't. She smiled. It didn't offend her.
Oh, it didn't?
Right.
Yeah. She smiled because she's locked in your
Right.
apartment.
Please don't hurt
She's
me.
opening.
Please don't touch my
That you
leg.
don't chop her up with,
For her legs.
with a Vegemite 3000 or whatever they called those.
Sounds like he wanted a new set of legs.
Yo, yeah, he's looking. That's how it goes. Mark just keeps sawing off women's legs and sticking them back on his own. I'm getting taller by the moment. Every date I get a little bit taller. It takes me a couple months to recover. I lose a lot of blood in the process.
Gentlemen, when I go out.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell. So now, did you go to the beach?
Well, we sat on
Did
my
you
couch
make
for a while
it
and
to the
kissed
beach?
him.
I'm going. Yeah, they just went. He just said they did. Well, we sat on the couch. He fucked me, Chuck. He fucked me with all he had, Chuck. You ever been fucked so hard a filling comes out? That's how we did it. His mom and dad cheered us on. I answered questions on Jeopardy, as I always do.
He licked my legs.
He licked my legs. He's no one-pump chump, Chuck. I'll tell you what. He can hold his own.
He's not a smoker, though.
No smoker. Didn't smoke one cigarette while I was there. Gentlemen, through and through. Licked my legs. Brought me lingerie. Fucked me in front of his parents.
Oh, man.
Kept Jeopardy on while we made love for the first time. It was an experience I'll never forget. Never made it to the beach, though. And this, my friend, is why 1 million downloads
Yes.
is not surprising. This is classic TCB.
Yes, that you never went to the beach.
Oh, we sure did.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
you did. All right.
We did make it down to the beach, and
I had to clean up the evidence. Okay. I had to dispose of the evidence, Chuck. We killed my parents. They were bothering us. We buried him at the beach. My dad's heavy. I had to cut him into a couple pieces. You know how it goes, Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck.
And Chuck's just so friendly. He's like, yeah. Sometimes you got to murder your parents.
That's
We'll be back in June, too. Sounds like you had a good time. Let's figure out who the audience picked for you.
you're probably down there a good hour and a half or so. And did a lot of kissing, looked at the waves a little bit, not a whole bunch, but more kissing than anything. And,
Not a whole bunch.
And just went back.
More kissing. You know the producers have told them not to take that story any further.
Right.
They go, okay, we get it. You fucked. But
Yeah,
kissing.
yeah, just kissing.
Prime time audience, just kissing. Yeah, that's all I want you to talk about.
Up to my house. And it ended real nice. I walked her out. At first I asked her, I go,
It ended real nice. I finished on her back. Threw a dirty dish towel and said, why don't you clean up while I take a shower? Because I'm a gentleman through and through. Lingerie, nipple tassels,
Licking legs.
licking legs.
No.
I only had to pay for one drink at the bar. I've already
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah.
Staying for free with my parents.
The waves are free.
The waves
Beach
are
is
free. Beach is free. Well, I'm not got to
I already
complain
had the
about.
blanket.
That's right. I already had the blanket. Didn't want to get that all messed up, so I finished on her back and went about her way. I told her to roll around in the sand for a few minutes to get rid of that. Don't worry about it.
In the waves.
Go jump in that dark ocean. Go jump in that dark ocean and clean yourself off. I'll meet you back at the apartment.
well, you want to spend the night. She lives a whole 3 miles from me. I figured it'd be a long drive.
3 miles. So you're...
I was just trying to be nice about it, and she declined. And but
In
no.
your heart of hearts, were you glad she declined?
Yes, because I was real pleased with the way she was. She's a very strong woman, and I like that. Mm-hmm. She had no problem getting in a guy's face if he tried to get too far.
How do you know that? I guess you figured that out. You better put your dick away, Mark. I know the 15 pressure points on a man, and Scrundle Sack is one of them.
That's right.
I would take that other testicle out, Mark.
Good date for both of you. Yeah. Take a look and see who the audience picked for you.
Oh, yeah, who did the audience pick? Oh, wait.
Oh, they picked that southern accent. I knew they would. 55%.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand why. Her little bite in there.
Okay, I'll try her.
Yeah.
If you want to go, Lana will pay.
What if he did say that? I had a real good time, but you're too, yeah.
See ya.
Yeah,
what,
see ya.
what was the dating thing?
Yeah. It's,
So long.
so long. What? I mean, we had a great time and
I'll
everything.
try Atlanta.
Yeah, call me again, but they're going to pay for a second date. I might as well try.
I spent all my money on you.
I might as well sample the wares, if you know what I mean. I think the record on this, here's how it works. If the audience chooses a different person, so you go, I imagine you go to the studio or they send you a couple tapes.
Yeah.
You have these three choices. You pick the person you want to go on a date with, or you let the audience choose.
Yes.
If you pick the date, and then at the end of the date, the audience chooses someone different, you can then go on a date with that person. And they'll pay for it, and you come back and you talk about it.
Right.
I think the record is 5. I think someone has been on there 5 times.
To where they chose to not go on the person they already did.
Yeah, or they had a bad date. Or
And then they do. Then they take you up on
they
it.
take you up on it. And then after 5 times.
I remember the bad dates happening.
But there are bad dates that happen. And maybe we'll review those in a future episode
Yes.
because that seemed to be funny. I didn't think that was going to be all that funny, but it actually ended up being pretty funny. So sometimes you just don't know until you get on air and you start working with it. Yeah, some of the things you think are funny are duds, and then some of the things you think are duds are funny.
Yep.
So, all right. Well,
Woo.
listen, I had a great time here today.
Oh my gosh, I've laughed. We've cried.
Congratulations on 1 million downloads.
I'll get you some edible panties.
Give me some
for that.
edible panties. I got it. Well, don't worry. Next time I stop by Victoria's Secret, my legs are just going to walk me right in there. Remember, go to tcbpodcast.com. Please do that. Follow, like, subscribe, rate, review, all that stuff on your favorite podcasting platform. It really does help us out.
It does.
And we certainly would appreciate it. I know a lot of you have already done this, but I would implore you. Yeah, do it again, or if you haven't done it yet, I know that it's just takes a few minutes out of your day, and it really helps us. I want to thank all of our sponsors for TCB. If you can, buy their products and services, because that also helps us out. And if you want your collectible TCB sticker, we've just got a few left of the first edition. To find out how you get that sticker and where you get that sticker, go to tcbpodcast.com and click on the button that says, "Give me my sticker." That's pretty easy.
Yes.
I want to thank once more Siete Chips, Project Pollo, and Moon Cheese for providing snacks for the studios. Okay, that's it. That's all I can do today. What else do we need to do?
I think that's it.
Okay, so I'll say this. I love you.
I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Until next time, we must say bye.
The Commercial Break. New episodes on Tuesdays and now Fridays. New YouTube clips drop daily at youtube.com/The Commercial Break. Visit tcbpodcast.com for access to our entire media library. Follow us at The Commercial Break on Instagram. Each episode is written and produced by Bryan Green, co-hosted by Krissy Hoadley, with additional content provided by Tina Carno.